What is up, guys? Here inside of not TDS but another TDS tier list. So we're just gonna hop right into this. This one is going to be on the difficulty of events and normal game modes. So we have them in order here. Normal mode, average. Actually, we'll say easy. It's not too bad, but like you don't get as much time to prepare, so kind of balances out. Molten mode, too easy. It's just a slightly harder normal mode, except you get an extra 10 waves to prepare, so that's cool. Golden mode, we're gonna put this one in average, not gonna lie. It was basically an easier fallen mode at the time. So yeah, that it goes there. Fallen mode, we're actually gonna put behind golden mode, because now fallen mode is much easier since we have extremely good towers. But back then, when golden mode was the thing, our towers weren't as good, so it was a lot more difficult to, actually like win. First event though on the list, we have sword fights on the heights. Honestly, I think that this one was insanely hard. It was just like golden mode. You didn't really have a lot of time to prepare, kind of like normal mode. And back then our towers weren't that great, so yeah. On opposite side of the spectrum, Area 51 was way too easy. You literally just placed down a few minigunners and you basically won in the first 5 waves. So that was kind of ridiculous. You also got way too much money. So yeah. Now we have Christmas 2020, or 2019, I mean. I'd say that this one it was pretty difficult. If you had a strategy, it wasn't too bad, but if you were doing it with randoms, it was almost impossible, so we're gonna put it there. The Easter 2020, or the Spring 2020, this one, it was average. It wasn't, actually, I'll say that it's the front of easy. It was harder than normal mode, but it wasn't as hard as fallen mode. Polluted Wastelands 1, Polluted Wastelands 1 was pretty difficult, so I'm gonna say that it's actually gonna be behind Sword Fight on the Heights, because even if you had a strategy, you still would die occasionally, and if you didn't have a strategy, you basically just would lose. Now we have hardcore mode. As you guys know, my least favorite mode in the whole game. But honestly, the reason that I find it so bad is because it's so unbalanced that it's just not even fun to play. So we're gonna say insanely hard in front of Polluted Wastelands. Unlike Sword Fight on the Heights, hardcore mode just isn't a fun type of difficulty. It just feels like artificial difficulty rather than actual difficulty that you can overcome. It's mostly just getting lucky with having the right towers at the right time, whereas Sword Fight on the Heights, you'd get time to prepare. So yeah, I get that it's supposed to be extremely hard, but they just need to balance it better. Now we have Halloween 2020. It was actually not too bad, but it definitely wasn't easy either. I'm gonna say that it was above golden mode, almost in difficult, but not quite there. Then we have the Frost Invasion event. This one was pretty easy, not gonna lie. We'll say ahead of Ducky Doom, because I don't want to disrespect it that much, but it was quite an easy event. Let's be honest here. Then we had the Metaverse Champions event. No explanation needed. Now you might notice that this tier list is missing a few. So we'll go over the ones that I can remember. So we have Ducky Doom V2 event thingy. That one, probably the same spot, honestly. It really wasn't that hard. I'm not gonna lie with you. Then we have the newest Christmas event, the Christmas 2020, or 2022 to 2023 event. That one, again, like hardcore, it wasn't that it was hard, it's just that it was artificial difficulty, because you just had to pray that the final boss didn't keep spamming his rocket launcher ability, or else you would just straight up lose. So, in this case, I'd probably say behind Krampus. It's not as RNG based as hardcore. Hardcore is RNG based on most of the waves, whereas the Christmas event was only RNG based on that one wave. But the other waves, if we disregard the final wave, it was pretty difficult for itself. So yeah, difficult mode or difficulty tier will go in difficult. But yeah, that is going to be. Oh wait, yeah, we forgot one. Polluted Wastelands 2. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say this one is just above the Halloween 2020 event. And I might be thinking, well, that can't be right, because it's extremely easy. But the thing is that the way that Polluted Wastelands 2 works is that if you have the right towers at the right time, you just win. I get that that's like every event, but like you get a lot of time to prepare as well. So like if you have sliders before amalgamations, you basically just win every time. They just won't get through, because sliders are just that good in the event. So yeah, if we include the Badlands as event, both 1 and 2, Badlands 1, it wasn't too hard. I mean, they made it so it was almost like impossible for new players, by making it so you had to win on insane mode. But if we disregard that, then assuming that you have like at least turret by the time that you're attempting to beat it, then it's probably just like difficult. It wasn't too bad. Probably like right behind Krampus. And then Badlands 2, they just decided to make it so that way Cowboy, you can't get it as a new player. Like it's just impossible to get it as a new player, so that's nice of them. Kind of removes the whole point of the tower when you think about it, because it's supposed to be a tower for new players to get as their first experience of an event. But you know, it kind of fails at doing that. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I'd say that one probably insanely hard behind Polluted Wastelands 1. It's just again not really too fun to play. You beat it once, you get the extra skin for Cowboy, and then you just never play it again because there's no reason to. And lastly, Pizza Party. Honestly, unless you're doing Lost Souls, it's really not too hard. Assuming that you are doing Lost Souls, it's probably like ahead of Krampus on difficult. If you're not doing Lost Souls, then probably like right ahead of the Frost Invasion event, because it's quite easy. So yeah, like as long as you have like minigunner, then you can most likely get Warden as a new player. But that is going to be it for this tier list. If you guys enjoyed or disagree with my tier list, let me know in the comments below. But if you want to see more of these, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or you want to see some more of the tier list as well, or just some TDS in general. And everybody, peace out.